Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I'm all messed up from the holiday. Are you all messed up from the holiday? I'm all messed up. I'm all over the place from the holiday. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. I'm glad you are all able to be here with me today. Welcome. 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 I'm just cleaning my stick and stay mat. You want to make sure that you keep it really clean or keep it in a container because it can lose its stick from the dust. It will try to collect every little bit of everything in the air. So if you keep it in the misty, you'll be good too. Okay. Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be creating two backgrounds that I think are going to really wow you. I mean, they definitely wowed me when I was making them. Okay, do I have my... Where in tarnation? I've lost... Those are the new jars. Hold on. I lost my icicle. Hold on, everyone. Here we go. We got a fresh one. So we're going to do two different... I put my black acetate sheet on top. Yes. You can keep that. Yeah, keep that sheet on top and that'll help as well. So we are... let's head down to the table. Let's talk about the freebie for this week. It's here already. It's crazy. And then we're going to do two different types of backgrounds. Same card, different backgrounds, different techniques, which I think is going to be kind of fun. So let's go ahead. Let's head down to the table. Hi, everyone. I didn't say hi to everybody. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Candy. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Donna. Hi, everyone. Hello. So, okay. So let me move these things out of the way here. It's getting a little crazy. So right now, we update our freebie every single week. I think I need to fix my camera a little bit. It's a little off. Oh, wait. I know why. So every week we do, let me see if I can do this without messing everything up. Because that's what will happen. Live, everything goes askew. Oh, and it did. Hold on. How do I fix this? There we go. I mean, it's not perfect, but we'll fix it later. That's what I get for messing with it live. So anyway, we are, and I could literally just move the table forward, but we're not doing all that right now because things will start flying. Anyway, so every week, let me just move my glass board. That'll help it a little bit here. Sorry. The camera, I need a new camera, whatever the post is. I need that thing because it's doesn't hold the camera up very well because this camera up here is so heavy that it doesn't grab it very well anymore. So I have that on the soon to be wish list. Okay. Every week we do a freebie. I have to look unless someone on Team Brutus Monroe has it handy. This week is this. You guys have loved these things. So they're from a company called Happy Value, and it is just this little mini jar of little clay sprinkles. Okay, so you get this completely free if you spend, and I want to say, I can't remember. I want to say it's maybe 25, maybe 50. I'll have to look at the cheat sheet. I should have looked before I came on, but I was grabbing supplies. You'll get this, and it is a glass jar. It'll look really pretty, really pretty in your craft space. But yeah, super cool. So that is what you get at, I have to look at the spend. So today we are going to be using the Night Skies. This is a new stencil that just came out this month, but it's crazy because this month is like already over. We're going to be using the Misty with the small stick and stay mat, the basic stick and stay mat. I've already die cut and stamped the "You Are Loved" to save us on some time because we're going to be doing lots of blending today. And then we're also going to be using some A2 size Perfect Blend paper. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let me, hold on. I had a whole bunch pre-cut and then I put them over to the side. Let me make sure that these are those. 4 1/4. Yep, that's those. Okay. So we got these ready to go. And then we're just going to be using a handful of Simon Hurley inks. So we're going to be doing a rainbow first. And the star of the show is the background, not necessarily the actual stamping. And I mean the stamping of the sentiment, okay? So let me pull some colors over here. I need to get a better solution for putting my Simon Hurley ink somewhere. I'm gonna, once I figure out exactly what that is, I'll share it with you because, by gosh, by golly, I use these Simon Hurley inks every day. And I need a way to store them better. Okay, so here's my Stick and Stay mat. Love this thing. I use it all the time. Oh, good Penny. I hope Leo's doing good. And do you guys want to see a sneak peek of something coming next month? I was just doing a whole bunch of swatching today. I mean, if you don't, it's okay. I understand. Do you? It's a new medium. You guys have been asking for a new medium for a while. And we got it. It's here. $25. There you go. That's a good one. All right, we have something new coming, and I was playing around to make some cards. So this is Chroma Sparkle. So you all loved our Chroma Glaze. We've had our Chroma Glaze for quite some time, but she needed a sparkly older sister. She needed a sparkly older sister. And here she is. So this is Chroma Sparkle. So it is a completely clear medium with ultra, ultra glitter in it. And I think you're going to love it. And we have a bundle for it and a bundle with some cardstock and a special stamp or a special stencil that you only get with the bundle. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But I digress. I digress. All right, everyone. Okay. Okay. So let's grab our panel. So for our first one, we're going to do this really cool rainbow background panel. So we're going to do like this really cool kind of embossing, Jacob's coat embossing technique. So let me just place this. So this does have like a little area etched in to place it. Okay. And it's not going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. So let's do Love Bomb. No, let's do Bee Sting. So we'll do red. We'll do Slippery When Wet. Or no, Check Engine. Oh, I put them all in order. That's why. I was like, why are they all so perfectly? Okay, red, orange. Let's do Slippery When Wet for the yellow. For green, you know, these are my favorite inks. I use them all the time. Okay, so for green, let's do Tropical Tango. For blue, let's do Siren Song. That's a new one. And then for purple, I've really been into this Ultraviolet. So we'll do Ultraviolet. Okay. Oh, did you? Because you saw them on Basecamp. How about that Basecamp update today? Okay, red, orange, yellow. I hope they change it back because I can't find anything. I mean, it's just the same as anything else. Whenever something's new, that it It takes a little time, but my goodness. Oh. It was a real doozy today. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with Bee Sting. Again, remember, with your stick and stay mat, this stays in place and it's not going anywhere. So we're going to start here. Let's start here at this top area. And it's great because when you're blending, also your piece of paper is not going to go anywhere. This really is a cool, revolutionary new mat, only because, I mean, I get it. These mats have existed already on the market, but ours is just a little bit different because it does have this quick release pattern. Also, it has the place for your inks, which we love. It holds your inks. And again, it's not supposed to fit perfectly inside of there. It is supposed to, that has that release in there, okay? So that's the release to allow you to be able to release everything, release your ink. So it's like an air pocket. So you're not like desperately trying to get your ink out of there. And one thing, I think probably the thing that I love most about Simon Hurley's inks is how well they blend together. So do you see this blend that I'm getting? And again, I'm using his blend, or his blenders, his brushes. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more Bee Sting, just because, number one, because we can, and number two, because I feel like it just needs a little oomph, okay? Needs a little bit more. And you can do that with his inks. You can go back in, you can blend colors again. It's really, really cool. All right, so we got that red. You see how that red's just kind of seeping in? And Bee Sting is a little bit of a lighter red, so that's why it's not as prevalent, but that's okay. It's no big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and pop that. Now we're gonna grab Slippery When Wet again, pop it into your spot, lift off the lid, and it's there. It's not going anywhere. Okay. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna now take our Slippery When Wet, which is it's a really light yellow, but you want to blend back into the color you just blended, okay? Now this is really cool because I love that you can go in and you can blend. And then if you need to come back with your previous color, you can, but I just like that this, because again, we're going to be doing the Joseph's coat technique with this, with the embossing on top. So with that, you'll see it's not going to make it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so now we'll grab Tropical Tango. Again, it's in place. It's not going anywhere. Oh, do I love this stick and stay mat. And again, once you have it forever. You don't have to purchase any other mats. This is your one and done. It's considered a tool in my mind. So once you have this, this is your tool that you have forever. It's not a consumable product. This is a forever type of a deal. And you can see I blended a little heavy in this area, so I'm just going to go back in, just add a little bit more color, and it's going to kind of sweep through. But don't worry, because we're not going to see all of the color through, and you'll see what I mean here in a moment. Because we're going to be doing some embossing, which is one of my favorite things. Okay, see how that's just kind of swooping down in there? Okay, but don't worry, we're going to stamp on top of this. Okay, so now we're going to grab Siren Song, push, and it's in place. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, happy Tuesday! And if you've built up your color, you just want to make sure that you're kind of tapping off, and because when you tap down, it's tapping the additional color in. And again, don't worry about that dark spot that we got there at the top. This type of blending, you can have some of the deeper blended spots and it's not going to hurt anything. But look at that rainbow that we're getting. All right, and don't worry again about that little spot there. And now last but not least, we're going to go in with Ultraviolet. I need to get more of these brushes because I need like light, medium, and dark. Because like right now on here, I have the the darker purple, which is okay because you see how that's just kind of blending up and into there. And you want it to be kind of splotchy to begin with. Like, you need it to have some of that splotch because that's what's going to blend everything together. But look at that background. I think I'm going to do a paper pad of just blended backgrounds. What do you think? Do you think that would be cool to just create a whole bunch of different blended backgrounds and then use that as the paper pad? Would you guys like that? You know, use some of our stencils, really just do a doodle book. All right, so I'm going to clean off my mat with my Stick and Stay cleaner. Okay, clean that off. Grab our microfiber. Okay, and now I am going to leave this here. Let me grab the Christopher Allen Brutus Monroe glass board. I'm going to set that right on top. And now this glass board, okay, so this is really cool. So on the back, the glass board has feet, right, that keep everything in place. But look, this fits perfectly on top of the Stick and Stay, and it's really not going anywhere. So I've been using this a lot. Focus is off. How is it now? Is it better now? The focus sometimes goes in and out because of the colors and stuff. So now what I need to do is I need to make sure this is good and dry. And I'm going to do that with my heat tool. Whoops, and a magnet. And don't worry, the Brutus Monroe glass mat is coming back soon. It's coming to Brutus Monroe. Don't worry. You will be able to buy it soon, I promise. If you didn't get it through the first run. All right, this should be pretty dry. All right, so now let's move this to the side. Let's take the Brutus Monroe mat up. That glass board. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so now let's peel this and pull it out of the way because we are going to be doing some embossing and we want to make sure that this is good for embossing. Okay, so I'm going to grab my whoopsies, I forgot to clean up this ink. My embossing buddy here, my magic powder bag, which I love, and we talked about this before. I really love it because I can refill it. That's one of my favorite things about it. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And now this will make sure that everything, now it's going to dull it down a little bit, but don't worry. It'll come back to life once we wipe it off. But now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my icicle embossing powder. And this is a trick I learned from Miss Christina Warner, who actually got me into this whole thing. She's literally the one. I watched some YouTubes of hers, and I was ready to go. And it did not stick, so we're good. Okay? So let's put our icicle back. Don't worry, we don't want it to go far. And then we're going to take our Misty or whatever stamp positioner you have. Actually, we might just make this card because the other one is very similar, just with another embossing powder. So I think we should be good with just this one. Okay, let me move these out of the way. Let me grab our stamp again. This has not been used yet, so I'm really excited to use it. Okay, so we're going to place our, it's going to stay right there. Oh, this is one of those stamp sets that you're going to find yourself using over and over again. Okay, we'll keep that in place. We don't want any oil from our hands, but luckily we should be just fine because of the embossing ink pad because of the powder we put down. But that's also going to let us make sure, and we're going to be able to see that we have stamped really well. Okay, and I've done the Joseph's Coat technique before. This is probably the first time that I'm doing it in this style, but I think it's going to really give us an incredible result. Okay, so we're going to stamp this. Let's stamp it twice. Because we really want to make sure, and I'm just going to let it sit here for just a moment because we really want that ink to transfer. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I think we're good. I think we're pretty good. We'll just cross our fingers. I think we're good though. If you have not tried the Brutus Monroe embossing powder, now is your time to grab yourself some, because I promise you, it's the best in the West. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit this with some icicle embossing powder. And now what I like to do is I like to allow the powder to roll down. I don't know what the heck was in that powder. To roll across the card. Okay. So, like so. As opposed to kind of dumping the whole thing. So do you see what happened there? I missed a spot, so I'm just going to go back in, give it a little dip, and then let it roll down. Okay. And if you get embossing powder all over your hands, it's okay. It's not going to hurt you. Okay, but there we go. Now this could be, we could be done with this after we emboss. Really and truly, we can emboss this and we could be done. We could be finito. It's going to look absolutely beautiful once it's embossed, but we're going to take it one step further. Let me grab this chamois. We don't sell these anymore, but we should, and I think we may again, because they have been requested. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my stabby tool, well, this is Gina's stabby tool, and hold this down while we emboss. Now, if you've never seen something get embossed before, this is what got me hooked. Oh, good. Oh, you'll have to send me a picture of it, Candy. That's okay, Karen. And now it will get shiny once it's embossed. And it only takes a couple of seconds. Okay, so now again, you could just leave this like it is and be done. Okay? Just leave it like it is and be completely done. But we're going to go a little bit deeper. Okay? So now, let's give it a second. Got to give it a second to solidify, so to speak. Okay, place this down. Okay, now you all are going to shriek. I know it. You're going to be like, Christopher Allen, what are you doing? What? You've lost your mind. So I'm going to go in with some Raven ink. And again, this can sit right in the middle here. Not going to go anywhere. Stay right in place. All right, now I need you all to brace yourselves. Okay. 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 See what I'm doing here? We're going to make it very muddy, okay? But don't worry. Once we take our cloth over top of our embossing powder, it's going to become pretty again. I promise. I know this looks a little crazy right now because you're like, oh my goodness, Christopher. That beautiful rainbow. What did you do? You've lost it. All right, so do you see how deep and dark now that is? And you can't see a darn thing? You're like, Christopher Allen, what the heck are you doing? Okay, so now we're going to take, where are my paper towels at? Uh-oh. Might have to go run to get a paper towel. We could use the microfiber cloth, but the paper towel is better. But all right, so you're just going to go in and you're really going to see what's happening. Do you see what's happening, my friends? So you're just going to take... Now, I like to use a paper towel, but a microfiber cloth works great. And you just want to find a clean spot. And you're just going to go over it, and you're going to rub. Now I'm going to bring this up closer so you can see it better, because it doesn't look like much right now. But I promise you, if you were here in real life, it's amazing what happened here. All right, let me move this off to the side. And now let me show you. Now there are some areas that needed a little bit more of the Raven, and you can just go in and you can add it in those areas because that'll make things pop up a little better. Then go back in with your cloth, and again wipe down those areas, and look at how beautiful that is. That embossed paper. And again, I wish you could see this in real life because it doesn't look like much right now. But if you saw it in real life, holy cow. It is amazing. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to put our sentiment right on top of here. And that's all we need. Okay, because of how beautiful that background is. See that? So let's grab our card base, and that's that. Now you could do this with white, and do like the colored background, but you really wouldn't want to go in too crazy with the black on that, because if you do, then you're not gonna be able to see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of our new top folding cards. We just created a bulk pack of these, which a lot of you have found. And I know that because I've seen your orders. All right, and now we just place this. We're actually doing it backwards from how we created it, but that's okay. And again, this is going to be one of those cards that people are going to be like, now wait a second, how did you do that? I have the crack glass with our ultra thick. I have not done it in a while. If that's what you're talking about, if that's not what you're talking about, I can try a different technique if it's something different. But if you're talking about with our ultra thick embossing dip, which is another really cool technique. And this is our last card until the new release next week. Can you believe it? I can't. Wow. Look at that. And you can see, I wish again you were here in real life because you could see all the colors and how they meld together. It doesn't look like much from afar, but when you, let's actually zoom in and maybe you can see better. See that color? It's so cool. So cool. Oh yes, well the other card, you could also do this, you know, with the background. Oh, Donna, yeah, I can, so our triple thick embossing dip, it comes in a much larger jar, and I don't have one here right now, but yeah, it works really well for that technique. All right, let's talk about what we made so far this month. So, oh my goodness, lots of, and actually, to tell you the truth, hold on. Before we go any further, I want to add some stars to this, because I've been adding stars to everything this month, and I'm so in love with our one glitter stock that I think will work really well for this. Have y'all seen our confetti cannon? This really doesn't do it justice. It's rainbow, just like this. And I'm going to use it to cut out these stars. It is deluxe, to say the least. One of my absolute favorite mediums that we've come out with. We actually came out with this last year. Okay. And then we'll be done. And then I can show you all the cards. Okay. Sorry, that was a false alarm. That was a false alarm. All right. All right. Wait till y'all see next month. Next month is all about... That's okay, Luann. I still love you. Next month is we're going back to basics. And then the month after that, we're going to the carnival. We're going to the amusement park. That's all already designed, if you can believe it. And then what's crazy is we release Halloween. Isn't that fun? All right, so let's go ahead and pop out our stars. This glitter stock is wild. It's one of my absolute favorite glitter stocks that we've ever come out with. And it's just so cool. All right, and again, sorry about the camera. It happens because it happens mostly because of the glitter. The camera doesn't like glitter, but Simon, our dear sweet Simon Hurley, is helping me to fix it. So we should be better soon. And I think we'll put 2 there and 1 there. So medium size here. And I love when we use up all the embellishments that we cut. Doesn't happen often. Usually I have a whole bunch sitting here waiting to be used. Isn't it great? It's definitely different. But that's what you come to Brutus Monroe for, right? Different. Different. All right, so there we go. So there's the one we made tonight, the You Are Loved. Look at those stars. Oh, my goodness. Then we have, this is what we made last week. Also, You Are Loved, but we did this with more of that glitter, and we used, come on, focus. Focus. It does not like the glitter. The You Are Loved, and then that beautiful background. Okay. Then we had done our We Go Together Like Stars in the Night Sky with that embossing folder. We did I'm Over the Moon for You, where we tore the vellum. So cool. Then we did I Love You More Than All the Stars in the Sky, and we used the cloud. I'm excited because next month, come on, it does not like the glitter. Next month, since we're going back to basics, we're going to make a lot of basic cards. Yeah, it hates the glitter. It really hates the glitter. And then I'm Over the Moon for You. Isn't that pretty? All right. So that is everything, my friends. I'm going to come back to the front, and I'm sure that my hair is going to look crazy. Let's see. Whoops. Yep, it's getting really curly because it's real steamy in here. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a card for someone you love or your own ending. Tomorrow, you're stuck with me and Heather Collins. We are going to be running the live together. It is just the two of us because Jess is off all week. She is taking a well-deserved little break this week. So we are running the ship tomorrow, excuse me. And I am going to have a really fun game for us tomorrow. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So remember to get this freebie. If you would like, this freebie is available right now at $25. At $60, we still have a couple of the Space Invaders. We have a couple more of those. We ordered double this time, which is great. So we have plenty. Yeah, and that's that. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see all of you tomorrow for the live packing. And then I'll also see you, next to, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be live Tuesday. But, oh wait, I almost forgot to tell you. So I finally can reveal this because we are very close to the number. So right now, right this second. So from let's rewind. I'm too excited to talk. We are almost at our 150,000th order here at Brutus Monroe, which is quite the feat for us here. So when we hit that 150,000th order, which is probably going to happen either this week or next week, we are giving away a massive prize package. So the 100 orders getting up to the 150,000th order are all entered to be a part of this giveaway, so to speak. So it's already started because we are at order number. Let me check the last order number. One moment. The last order number is 149,947. Okay. So from 149,900 up, you will be entered, drum roll please, to receive a selection from every single release in 2026. So, if you win, you'll get a selection of the first 6 months of 2026. And don't worry, we are going to check your account if you want, and we're not going to send you anything that you've already purchased. And everything for the next 6 months that we release. So it's again a selection. We can't send you everything because there are some things that just wouldn't make sense, some things that you already buy, some things that you get. But we will make sure that we send it to you before you are going to purchase it. Okay? So, with that being said again, if you order from right now until our 150,000th order, which we are only 50 orders away, you will be entered. We're going to draw a name. And I think there are some secondary prizes as well. There's probably third prizes, fourth prizes. There's a lot of prizes because 150,000 orders is a lot of orders, and it's something to celebrate. If you are anywhere between right now and the 150,000th order, you are entered for that. Now, if you are the 150,000th order, well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow. There's an extra special gift for the 150,000th order, and I guess you'll just have to wait and see what that prize is. So there's a prize that'll be pulled for the 100 orders leading up to it. Multiple prizes. There's the grand prize leading up to it, which is obviously the releases for every day, every month for the year. And then there is an ultra grand prize that is awarded to the individual that gets the 150,000th order. So when you place your order, you'll know what order number you're at. But the thing that's tricky about it, and we've done this before, is you might place your order and you're 149,970, and then you place another order and you're all the way up to the 90s. So you won't know until you know. So thank you so much for almost 150,000 orders, which is just, I mean, that's insane to me. That's absolutely insane to me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you all tomorrow. And I hope